how to build confidence. Hi, my name is Dr. Meghana Dikshit, and please do subscribe to this channel where you will get lots of ideas and lots of information about rewiring your brain and taking care of your mental health so that you can start achieving everything that you want to achieve. Let's dive deep into this topic of confidence. You know, a lot of people come and ask me this question that I feel extremely shy. I cannot negotiate. I don't feel good when I'm in front of people. I don't feel good in giving presentation. How to bring this confidence inside you? How are you so confident? So today, I'm going to take you step by step into this subject of confidence where you will start understanding what is this confidence? Where does it come from? Kya chidiya hai ye? So let's understand first about confidence. A lot of people think that confidence pehle aata hai. You first get confident and then you start taking action. Well, I want to bust this myth for you. There is nobody on this planet I have seen or have met who's not insecure or does not have a self-doubt, or the lack of confidence doesn't plague them in their life when they start something new. Now, you have to understand this. Confidence does not come from first becoming confident and then taking action. Not at all. Confidence comes from first making a decision, taking action, and then it comes. You become confident when you take that decision, when you take that action. Now what you need to understand is, once you understand that you don't become confident before and then take action, but you have to take action first to become confident. But what if you start taking action and you start getting all these negative thoughts or overthinking, and it starts paralyzing you mentally and doesn't allow you to go ahead? Now that may be your problem multiple times, right? Now I want to give you a simple solution for this. The first thing that I want you to do is, I want you to assess yourself. How do you assess yourself? You ask yourself this question. In your entire lifetime, what have you learned and what have you mastered? What are some of the skills that you already know? What are some of the things that you're already good at? Talking to people, writing, maybe visualizing, maybe creativity. What is it that you've already learned and have mastered and you're good at? Maybe you're not good at presenting that idea, but do you get lots of ideas? What are your strengths? Your physical strengths, your mental strength, your emotional strength. Anything that you have within you that gives you that grit, that tenacity. All of this is confidence, right? Your strengths are very, very critical for you to understand what do you already have. A lot of times when you feel underconfident is a lot of times you're not focusing on your strengths. Negative bias is all the time playing on us, and this negative bias keeps crippling us, telling us that what you're not good at. And that's the reason it comes handy when you assess yourself and you write all the strengths that you have. You make a list of strengths, physical, mental, and emotional, that you have in your life. Now, it may not happen in a day. You can do it every single day. You can keep adding to that list. And then come to the next assessment. And the next assessment is, what do you think that you need to improve on? What are some of the areas that you need to improve on? Where you feel, I don't want to name it weaknesses, because typically SWOT analysis says that strength and weaknesses, but I don't want to name it as weaknesses. I want you to name it as improvement areas. Now, see, you must have heard this a lot in your life, that you play by your strengths. And a lot of times, playing by your strength gives you great results. But not always. If you're only going to play by your strengths, and if you're not going to work on the areas that you need to improve on, you will stay where you are. Now, every person who has achieved something different than what they already had is someone who's developed more capabilities, who's developed more skills, and who's developed more strengths. So I want you to look at the areas that you need to improve on and start making a list of those areas. Now, once you make a list of those areas, what you want to do is you want to give the priority list. You want to, maybe you have like 50 things to improve on. Let's take like a big thing. You made a big list of 50 things that you want to improve on. Now, when you look at the 50 things, you feel, oh shit, I can't do this. This is so much. Now, I don't want you to look at all the 50 things. I want you to just number them. When you look at them, on priority wise, which one is that you need to do and improve right now? So you, from 50, you can choose the top 3 that you need to improve immediately. Then those top 3 that you will start improving eventually will also get added to your strength list. Understand something. You want to be confident, and the confidence comes from taking decisions and taking actions, right? Now, what are the decisions that gives you confidence? These are the decisions. When you start understanding the gap between where you are to where you want to be, and what are the skills and what are the capabilities that you need to improve on, and when you make a decision of investing your time and money in improving yourself, that's where you start feeling more confident. And from that confidence, then slowly you start taking action. Now, maybe when you start taking action, on the first go itself, you'll not be successful. Nobody is. Okay? Remember this, nobody is. Everybody takes time. It depends on you. How often do you do the practice? Now, when I say practice, a lot of times people say practice makes perfect. No, practice does not make perfect. Practice makes permanent. So if you make a wrong practice, you're going to make a wrong permanent. So what you want to do is you want to be a deliberate practitioner. You want to make sure that whatever you take, the skill that or capability that you're building, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, technical, anything, you want to be very deliberate about how you are learning, from whom are you learning. Whether it's managing your emotions, whether it's managing your creative ideas, whether it's developing a technical skill. You're going to choose the best role model or the best teacher, because if you learn from mediocre, you're going to be mediocre. If you learn from the best, you're going to be best. And that best practice makes best permanent. So you want to make sure that the top 3 things that you want to improve, you want to put your mind, your energy, your money, your emotions, your your time, everything in those top 3 capabilities, and make sure that you practice it so much that you master it. Now, out of those 50, you mastered those 3 skills and you added it to your strengths. The moment this shift happens, you will see an expansion happening in your space. You will suddenly start feeling bigger and better and brighter in your space. And the moment you start feeling bigger, better and brighter in your space, you start feeling more confident. It's not a rocket science, it's a very simple thing. But a lot of times people get stuck after academic education. People think, okay, I've studied my school, I've studied my college, after this I don't need to do anything. I'm done. I'm ready for life. No, you're not. The world is constantly evolving. And so you have to. If you don't evolve, you're not a human. Only humans can change and evolve. And you must change and evolve. If you don't change, you perish. And that's the reason the lack of confidence is an outcome of you perishing. You're not changing, you're not improvising, or you're not working on yourself. Building yourself. Now, there are 5 areas that you need to build yourself on, not one area. Your college and school education only teaches you to improve on your financial area, but that's only 1/5 of the area that you need to improve on. There are other 4 areas that are neglected, and that's the reason you're not getting confident. So what are these other 4 areas that you need to work on? Your physical, that's your health, your body. Focus on improving your body. You start looking better, you start building your body, you start feeling more confident. That's a given. You see, when you are feeling underconfident, most often you will see people, those who are underconfident, either slouching in their shoulders, they're sitting somehow like this, they are not really feeling good in their face. And the moment you change your posture, maybe to a Superman pose, or maybe to a Wonder Woman pose, you suddenly start feeling more confident. Try and do it. You change your physical posture, you will immediately start feeling more confident. That's the research. So imagine if you every single time you start improving the way you look, the way you present yourself in terms of your outfits, the way you dress up, the way you take care of yourself. It will slowly start adding to your confidence. Now, I'm not saying that you buy branded stuff and expensive stuff. It's not required. Whatever you have, can you wear something clean and neat, ironed? Can you have a good posture? Can you invest a little money and efforts into going to the gym or working out regularly? Take a support from somebody who can help you to improvise on your physical body. The second area that you must improvise on to be more confident is your emotional state. Remember, how you feel moment to moment determines large part of your outcomes in your life. So if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling disappointed, if you're feeling blah, you're going to produce the blah results. And when you produce those blah results, you're going to feel blah again. It's a self-sustained cycle. When you're not confident, you're not taking right decisions. And when you're not taking right decisions, you're not taking right actions. And when you don't take right actions, you don't get right results. And then that fuels back into not feeling confident. Start working on your emotional states. Letting go of your past baggage is a large part of becoming more confident. When you let go of your past baggage, what happens is you become more and more authentic to who you are. And when you become more authentic to who you are, you start becoming comfortable with who you are. Who you are, what your pursuits are, what you like, what you don't like. Your identity starts shaping up from the place of who you are. And you start recognizing who you are from the place of your emotions. If you're comfortable with who you are and how you feel, you automatically start feeling more confident. The third area that you need to work on is your mind, your mental strength. Building the capabilities of successful people. What are some of the habits that the confident people have? Are they better readers? Are they better writers? Are they those who are not wasting their time on social media, but maybe going on Netflix to watch that documentary that adds up to their mental strength? Do you need to read up on different areas of life? The areas that you follow up, like not just the academic learning that you have had in your life, but what are the other areas? What are the other topics that are going to be adding to your personality? When you meet somebody, how many topics can you contribute or give an opinion on? A large part of your confidence comes from that space. Are you updated with the current events, current affairs that are going on in the world? Are you updated with some of the topics that are really, really spoken in the world or your industry? Not just about your academic knowledge, but what other things that can you speak about? The more you add these topics to your identity, the more versatile speaker you become. And the more versatile speaker you become, the more confident you become. And the fourth area that I want you to work on is your spiritual area. To get in touch with your own self. To getting connected with your own self, your purpose. What's your life purpose? I'm not saying that you have to figure out your entire life. But knowing something, and the life purpose comes from the space of contribution, from charity. When you help somebody else in your life, you start feeling confident about yourself. Because human evolution suggests that, every human being has a deep-seated desire, need to help somebody else to become better. And the moment you start helping somebody else to live a better life, you start feeling good about yourself and you start feeling confident about yourself. And the fifth area is financial area. For that, what you need to do is you need to understand that whatever you learned a few years back is redundant in today's world. Always find a way to improvise in your technical skills. that are bringing money to your table. So you got to figure out how can you keep sharpening your axe technically, so that you start becoming better and better at what you do, and you start making more and more money. When you become better at what you do, you already get an edge over other people. And when you get an edge over other people, you become confident. So see, becoming confident is not a rocket science. It requires time, money, and energy. And after understanding this video, I'm sure you will be now able to pick up those strengths and areas to improvement and start working on all of these 5 areas of your life to become a holistic human being. And the moment you become a holistic human being, you'll start attracting those opportunities and those people and those situations in your life that will give you more confidence. So be more confident, take more decisions for yourself, and take better actions. If you like this video, make sure that you share it with other people, at least 10 of your friends. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so that you get the fresh new video every single week.